Hi, welcome back to Techfluencesignals. My name is Olu. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Thank you to everyone that has watched the ongoing mini-series. If you haven't subscribed, this is a good time to subscribe. Subscribe and share the channels with your friends and colleagues. I want to digress a little bit from the mini-series. Never mind, I will continue the mini-series. But I just wanted to do a follow-up to a post I made on LinkedIn earlier this week. It's a quite controversial topic, and this is about professional certifications, tech certifications, and if they're actually worth it. It's been a controversial topic. I've received so many comments. I've received mails from people, text messages from people, and I just wanted to share my experience and what brought me to write that article. I'll start with this. For those of you wondering if I am anti certifications, I am not. I'm not anti-certification. I'm actually pro-certification, but I see it from a different lens as opposed to the conventional industry view. I've been a beneficiary of certifications. Just coming out of college, I did my first Cisco certification, which was the CCNA at the time. I did my Microsoft certifications, the MCP, while I was in college. I did the MCDBA while I was in college. I also did some other certifications while I was still in the university. So coming out of the university and going straight into my master's program, I already had four or five certifications at the time. That boosted my entrance into the industry. I cannot deny that. So I would say that it gave me a foundation, it gave me confidence, and it also gave my resume a booster. It gave me a couple of steps higher in the on the ladder when it comes to actually applying for a job and being seen among all the multitude of applicants. And that, I would say, boosted my possible opportunities, gave me possibilities of landing jobs immediately after my master's program. And early in my career, I kept writing exams, I kept doing certifications, I kept going for trainings. Those were very beneficial. So I would definitely advise anybody coming out of college, going into the workforce. It doesn't have to be tech. It could be any discipline: accounting, engineering, tech, science, research. Going into any domain in the workforce, you can leapfrog your colleagues when it comes to being considered for a job just by having some additional certification. It's very advisable for early career growth. It helped me with that. It also helps when you're trying to get promoted, either early career going towards your mid-career stages. It is very beneficial. Certification is good. It shows you have some command of what you've been doing. It shows you know the vocabulary. It knows you understand the terms, the jargons, so to speak. And it shows you have some good knowledge about the technology. It also shows you have vendor-specific domain knowledge, which is a kind of authority that some companies are looking for. So it helps when you're just starting out your career. It helps mid-career, looking for promotions and all that. But what I have noticed is that once you get into management and you stop functioning as a SME. And when I say SME, I mean subject matter expert. When you become a manager, a senior manager, a director, you moving from being responsible for tasks to being responsible for outcomes. When you become less of an individual contributor to more of a strategic partner to the business within the department you manage for the business. Certifications at that point doesn't carry much weight. That's from my experience. I've held several leadership roles, and I've hired into leadership roles, senior leadership roles actually, and I would say certifications were the least of what I was looking for, even though traditionally you can have it in the job description, being advertised, CISSP, PMP preferred, all this. When you actually want to do the interviews, when you're conducting an interview for a senior manager or a director, you're not focusing on the certifications. No, you're focusing on what this person can deliver. What's your experience? What have you done with what you know? Can you show me the results? Can you show me how you've handled this in the past? What are your outcomes? What lessons did you learn? How did you take that into the next assignment? How did you take that into the next project? So those are not things that you learn writing an exam. Those come by experience, those come by training, those come by learning. And also understanding how to navigate ambiguity, which is what comes with today's world. So back to where I started from. Certifications are good. They are really good. Early career, coming out of college, up to mid-career, and maybe to some level, senior positions, subject matter experts and all that. When you're looking for solutions architects and you want someone who is certified, a senior solutions architect, you want to see the certification. But when you really need a strategic partner to help you manage a division within the company, at that point, certification doesn't really matter. I've been in several interview committees. I've actually done several of that myself, and I have noticed that it does not move the needle that much once you begin to climb into senior management. That's been my experience. I would like to know how you feel about this. Please let's talk in the comments. And also, I want you to go read the article. I'll put the link in my comments, my article on LinkedIn. Go read that article and let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. I'll see you in my next video.